Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of RedReadyman. In fact, episode 50 of RedReadyman. Pretty proud of that. 50 in just a few months and enjoying it very, very much. Please, if you're new to the channel or you haven't already, please comment, subscribe, like, do all the bits with the stuff below. And do come along and see me on Twitch. I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm not doing this Wednesday because unfortunately I've got to go to London. But I'll be doing next Friday and I may do some occasional ones. So if you come and follow me there, you get an update of when I'm going live and come hang out and talk Pokemon with me. Sorry I haven't posted for a little while. It's been an incredibly busy time with work. Also being back in the UK, my partner's here with me and we've been spending a lot of time together and stuff like that. So it's been taking my eye off the ball, but I'm going to get back on it. But let's get into this week's battles. So this week we are leading with a Shadow Executor. We have Matcham and a safe swap of Crustle. It's not always the safest of swaps, but we're met with a fairly good lead. This is quite a positive matchup for us because we can soak up the damage, but they duck out and go into Sceptile. Now I'm going to throw a move here and I'm thinking maybe I should duck out, and then I'm thinking, well, I haven't really got anything to duck out to. So I'm literally going to go in here. I will take this Seed Bomb. It's going to be Seed Bomb? Leaf Blade. Okay, take the Leaf Blade. That's okay. We can counter down, or Confusion down, and we get the Psychic ready to go. Go for the big move because we're not going to hang around very long. But we get a shield, which is great. So we've got a shield, we've got the lead here with Pokemon. Managed to get a Leaf Blade off, which I'm guessing they're probably going to shield again. Which they do, which is fantastic. So in we come with Crustle. So Crustle is going to go for the farm down. Those smackdowns will just mount up. And we went with a Matchup, which is a great counter, unfortunately, to Crustle. But we're going to throw the Rock Slide. This will hit for neutral damage and will not be insignificant. So we're going to keep going for that. I think we're going to shield here because we may as well start using our shields. We're not going to use them at Christmas. So we're going to keep going for the smackdowns and we get another Rock Slide. I'm expecting this to pressure shields or do a lot of damage. And they let it go through with 1 HP. They managed to get up maybe about 3 HP looking at it, but we block again because this is our best way of getting rid of Matcham and we want to keep it healthy for this Slowbro. So we are going to end up taking a move, unfortunately, and the Psychic is going to take us out, and I try and come in with the Executor, but there's no health left on that at all, and I'm like, I've blown it. Like, if this is another Psychic, then we're in trouble, and it's just an Ice Beam, so I can counter down, and GG's to my opponent there. Well done to them. So interesting, you know, it wasn't the greatest of starts, but we pulled it back round and I think we did fairly well. So let's see what Matty G wants to bring to the party today. Let's see what he's going to have. So again, leading exactly the same with Executor into Swampert. There, this is actually quite a good lead for us. Even though we're not leading with that fast, quick, the fast move of Grass, we're using Confusion. That's okay because Hydro Cannons and Earthquakes are not going to do a lot to us. So I'm going to throw the Psychic here just because, well, why not? And then I'm going to swap into Matchup. But they let it go through. And unfortunately, I don't think I should have done that because now I'm switch locked. And it would have been far better to stay in there and see what's coming. But we can take those Night Slashes all day. And we've got a little bit of an energy advantage. Just praying this isn't a Togekiss and it's another Slowbro. I'm like, oh my gosh, where are all these coming from? But we got the Rock Slide ready, which will do good damage. And yes, they're going to Confusion us down very quickly. But we can come in with Smackdown Crustle here. Are we going to let this through? Yes, we are. So I don't really know the moves. Now that was risky. Blizzard is hard hitting. And it takes me very low, so that was a little foolish, but I do manage to farm down and I've got lots of energy, so I'm going to throw the Rock Slide and see what we come up against here, which is back into the Swampert. So that's okay because we're going to get to an X-Scissor because the fast move on the Swampert is not enough to farm us down. I'm surprised at how many people don't know that the fast move and Swampert on Crustle is just not. I mean, the charge moves do all of the damage, but here we're going to get off the Seed Bomb. Now Seed Bomb's going to take the cake with Swampert if they don't shield, but they do shield, which is great for us. I'm going to start using my shields because, again, I don't know what I'm saving them for if you're not going to use them. And I'm actually going to double shield here because I'm going to hope to farm down and come out with a little bit of an energy lead here. Oh, that was the last Pokemon, that's why I'm shielding it. So, okay, GG's to my opponent, not GG's to me for keeping up with what's happening. So going into the next battle against Dwayne D'Souza. Dwayne is a rank 9 and has obviously had a bad time of it like me and dropped down. But we met with a Drifblim. Not a great lead for us. The Icy Winds will really do lots of damage. So I'm going to have to shield and I'm going to have to get out of here. So I'm going to shield this and then I'm going to swap into the Crustle. So the flying type is really going to do a lot of damage there. Now this is a bad matchup, but with the energy lead and with shields it's actually not so bad. So here we take the Rock Slide, which does 50% damage to them. Now their counters are going to mount up on us. So I think we're just going to let this go. Wow, okay, I thought he would do much more damage than that. Yeah, we are going to shield here because we've got that energy now that we didn't have before, and we're going to go for the Rock Slide just to make sure the Matcham is gone. We don't want to take any risks. The X-Scissor is a very weak move and not something I'm very impressed with. But here with the Drifblim, the Smackdowns again are just going to total up and we managed to farm down. Got an X-Scissor ready to go. So again, this is just a little bit more damage. Get the fast move off before we faint. That's great, and we come in with the Matcham, and we're just gonna. It's not super effective damage here, but it's enough with the Pokemon in the back to throw these Rock Slides. We'll do 20-30%. They've given up at this point, and it's GG to my opponent, who goes down with 2 shields. You can't save them for Christmas. So going into the next battle, and we have Charzy Human 9. Yeah. So let's see what they bring to us here. So we are met with a Gyarados. This is not a good matchup, but it is a Dragon Breath Gyarados, so that's great. Much better than having the Waterfall. Now I am going to have to seal. No, I'm not going to shield here, which I think is a mistake because that takes me out and puts me in a really bad position. So I'm going to come in with the Gyarados, and they're going to have Togekiss, which is a very bad position. But I'm going to chuck the Rock Slide because this will do around about 50% damage if they don't use the shields. But they do. So I come in with Crustle. Now the Smackdowns are just going to make it up. But look how much charm he's doing to me. But I am going to shield, and I'm just going to go for the aggressive farm down here, trying to keep that energy. So whatever comes out, I've got moves ready to go. I'm just going to throw the X-Scissor to start off with because it's the lowest cost energy one, and they have shields. They're going to shield, which is great. Now I'm going to go for the Rock Slide. Now this will do more damage, and I don't expect to shield this time. So the Rock Slide comes in and takes them out. Oh, they don't have a shield. That's probably why I wouldn't expect one. Now, I don't know what I'm doing here, but at least they're going to throw their energy, which is great. I'm not going to shield, and this is just perfect Matcham territory. So in comes the champ, and he's going to bash up that metal good, get the cross chop off. This should KO, or take it very low at the very least. Yeah, that KOs, and GG's to my opponent there. Well done. So good matchups here. Like this is some nice spicy picks lower down in the elos. I'm quite pleased that I've come down here because I am seeing some more interesting teams. The Slowbros and Pokes and all the rest are really interesting, and it's good to see some variety. Now this is bizarre. Who plays Magmortar? He's most possibly the worst Pokemon in the history of the world, but it's too strong for me, and this was a bad move. This is where I should shield. And I do shield, okay, good, and they're going to back out. It isn't here. Swampert, hard counter to Crustle. I'm not going to shield this Hydro Cannon. I'm not going to waste my shields. Super effective, does a lot. I'm going to get this to throw off the Rock Slide to try and do some chip damage here. Does a little bit, but still doesn't take them below half. Can I get to the X's? Now again, they're trying to farm me down, and the mud shots are just not working. Like you really need to throw charge moves, and I've actually from all of this I nearly come out winning. So if I'd shielded, I would have done much better. Now, I don't know why I'm shielding this, because I know I can survive an earthquake, but this shadow does make it very fragile, and I'm down to 2 shields, and this is not good for me. I'm expecting them to shield here, so maybe I should have baited with the seed bomb, but yeah, I come in with the Matcham and another Togekiss. So very hard countered here, all over the place. The alignment of the Swampert on the Crustle and the Togekiss on the Matcham mean that it was just hard walled. But GG's to my opponent there, well done to them. That was another good game. So 4-1 with this team. I'm quite pleased with it. What do you think? Are you looking forward to Master League? Are you going to do Premier Cup or straight Master League? Please comment below. Would be really cool to hear what you're doing. Or come and tell me on Twitch on next Friday what you're going to be doing. But yeah, no, this has been possibly the most painful Ultra League of all, and it's ever since Elo's come in that I've started to get nervous about losing again. And I was enjoying it before, but I'm getting back in the cycle with teams like this that are fun, enjoying it a lot more. Listen, thank you very much for joining me, but what are you still doing here? Let's go Pogo.